If you're facing a new phase in your life, you might be feeling a little bit nervous. Is this going to work out? Was this the right decision? This is actually part 8 in my 9-part series of how to switch things up in your life. And the links to all of the first parts, the first 7 parts, are listed down below, where we talk about benefits to trying new things and building and breaking habits, goal setting, like thinking really small with your goals and how that's important, how to get out of rut, staying positive when things go bad, how to add new things, and all sorts of stuff, and including the last one where we talked about shifting your mindset. So today I'm going to share 5 tips to mentally prepare for this new phase in your life. And Cappuccino members, in your bonus section, you'll find even more help on how to do something different every single solitary week. So lots of tips for Cappuccino members. And if you're not familiar with a Cappuccino member, you want to know more information about it, information again is in the show notes, or you can go to ColleenHammond.com/club. So if this is your first time listening to Coffee with Colleen, welcome. My name is Colleen Hammond. I'm a personal brand strategist. I coach clients and lead workshops to develop an impactful personal brand. And as an image consultant, what I help people do is strengthen your personal brand by incorporating your wardrobe, your on-camera presence, using my background as an on-camera meteorologist for the Weather Channel, and we also incorporate body language into that. All part of what I do to help my clients build self-confidence. And what we're talking about right now is starting new things in your life. So whether it's a new job or a new relationship, here are some tips for making the most of your fresh start. Number 1, don't feel failure. Failure, or fear of failure, really is America's number 1 fear. I guess it's tied into, remember, it used to be making a speech in front of people. Maybe it's tied together, failing at making a speech. But many people are so frightened that they're going to mess up, they don't try anything new. And that may be how you were raised. Maybe you were raised in a situation where doing things, if you didn't do it perfectly the first time, maybe you were shamed at one point or bullied or something like that. So it's really too bad, because unless you take risks, you're not going to get anywhere, and you'll never reach your true potential of who you were created to be and why you're here in life and on this planet. So reframe that failure as a lesson in what not to do next time. You know, like they said, it was 10,000 failures to discover the light bulb. So imagine if they didn't continue moving forward. So if you make a mistake, or something doesn't work out, you're just one step closer to success and figuring things out the right way. So just learn. Consider it a learning lesson. Say thank you for this lesson and move on. The second tip is to speak to people. Did you know that most opportunities come from outside the people you currently know right now, your current network? So just be open to new possibilities. Speak to people you don't know. Maybe it's a casual conversation with somebody in line at the coffee shop, or maybe chatting to the person you're seated next to on the plane, or at a networking conference or something. You just never know who you're going to meet or who you're going to connect with and where that connection may lead. So just be approachable, be polite, make new friends, and consider the fact the other person's probably nervous too. So do what you can to make things comfortable between both of you. And some people don't feel like they have the self-confidence to speak to people they don't know. So I did an episode about that. It was episode number 9, how to project confidence even if you don't feel like it. And those links are in the show notes. Number 3, know what you stand for. Whether you realize it or not, you do have your own set of personal values. So make those values conscious. Sit down and write out, I guess for lack of a better word, a personal mission statement. Just dig down into your core beliefs. What's your purpose in life? What things are important to you? Where do you draw the line? What will you do? What won't you do? And once you know what you stand for, then you can align your actions to that and focus on your path. So just think of it as your own life roadmap, if you will. Number 4, be aware of your personal biases. You know what? We all have them. We may not realize it, but we all do. But successful people don't let their personal opinions get in the way of achieving their goals. Now remember, your opinions are not the same as your core values. Values are just the bedrock of what's important to you and in your life, what you will do and what you won't do, what lines you won't cross, that type of thing. So you can have an opinion about sports or politics or how you prefer your steak, medium rare plus for me, but don't confuse those views on what's best for you. Because if an opportunity comes up that initially you don't think would work for you, be aware that it may be a personal bias. Just think it through and work it out and see if it's in your best interest. And maybe it wasn't before, but maybe now it is. Maybe now's the right time. You never know. Number 5, be sure to celebrate your success. You know, and especially those little things, because it's essential, it's essential to celebrate the little things because they're milestones. And then you can check them off on a way to achieving goals. That's what we talked about earlier in this series about setting small, thinking small so you can go big. Again, check the show notes for those links. So celebrating those small successes will keep you motivated and it helps keep your energy high. It also makes big lifetime goals seem a little bit less daunting. You know, it's kind of like, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? You have to start little and build into it. Make sure you give yourself a high five for everything you check off your to-do list. And pretty soon, before you know it, you'll be celebrating the big wins. So which one of these 5 tips are you going to focus on this week? Send me a DM, one of my social medias, or email me at Colleen@ColleenHammond.com. Remember, all the links are in the show notes. Next time, our final episode in the series, we'll talk about 7 steps to your personal plan for flipping the switch. I'll see you then.